do, 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 do. Greetings, everybody. This is Winnie Wriggle. Welcome back to the Steampunk Modpack. Happy Monday. How are we all today? I hope you're having the beginnings of what is going to be an amazing week. My week's going to be amazing. I've decided. Got my Earl Grey. We're standing out in the grass. Can you guess where we are? Can you? No? Oh, right next to the base. I have show and tell this morning to start things off with. But first, I'm going to explain our title. Sometimes you need to go outside for your mental health and touch grass. Get out and look at, even if it's just a weed growing in a crack in the ground. It's very important. Did you know that studies show that just looking at something green and living is relaxing to the human mind? We love it, apparently. Other times, you need grass for practical things, like Minecraft builds. And we need 2,054 grass blocks. I can't make that up. That's how many grass blocks are in the building we copied to put our villager trading hall in. That's okay, there's a lot of grass in Minecraft that we can take. And I have managed to get 2 Silk Touch shovels with a lot of enchanting and recycling of books. So we got a Silk Touch Unbreaking 3 and a Silk Touch Unbreaking 3 Efficiency 3. And I might have an efficiency book we can put on the other one, but we'll start there. And no, I'm not going to dig up the grass right next to the base, because that would be silly. That would be silly. No. I did clear this area out and used a lot of our dirt so that we had an actual runway for our cute biplane. And I think I want to make it an actual runway, like maybe use coarse dirt or something to outline the edges. Maybe put some lanterns on some sticks as if we had runway lights, because it's super fun to fly it, but Winnie's not the best pilot on the planet, and I have crash landed it 3 times now. Can't make that up. Okay, our to-do list today, if we take a look, ta-da! Ew! Base changes. Okay, the EW is a typo. I've done a lot of changes around the base over the weekend. And while you're cogitating that, I'll let you take a peek. Ooh, we have walls. Isn't it exciting? Not all the walls. I still haven't finished the tower in its entirety. Because I'm thinking about what shape I want up there. Whether I want just a little, Victorian triangle roof, or whether that should be a big old ball like we're in Steampunk and somehow that's some glass, electric, copper, metal conducting thing. The imagination stretches or something. Speaking of imagination, I want you to imagine yourself having a little bit of refreshment and delicious breakfast while I pop the chat out so I can see all your happy faces. Dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Good morning, sweetheart. Hi, Dan. 'Tis another glorious morning in Minecraft. Okay, there we go. Now I can actually not only see the chat, but see the number of people. I've still got to figure out how to see who's actually in the stream. YouTube's not like, there's no list that I can find like Twitch has. I'm working on it. It's a learning curve. It's something I need to do while I'm streaming, and I get distracted with actually, streaming. Okay, so you're all familiar with our power system over here, where we've got our 147 gigawatts, 147,000 stress units happening. That's to power a bunch of automation I want to do out here. And this is, yeah, that's ore processing. We're actually going to move that. And I'll show you where we're going to move it. Let's start outside. So we are using calcite, and I ended up using, I believe, diorite as the secondary block, just to add a little bit. So it's cut diorite and cut calcite. Both of those are the create mod variants of the two things. We also have dark oak going around, and then I used a whole bunch of different quartz stained glass in different colors just to, just to give it some contrast. We are almost out of copper because I went crazy and used wax copper for the edges. That's also part of the reason we have bees. So I had access to wax in order to do that. I guess we could unwax it and let it turn green, but I really like the copper right now. I really like it a lot. So that's the back. And here's the side. And there's a surprise on this side. It's kind of a missing surprise. No more water wheel. Good morning, koala. How are you this morning? Or this evening, I guess, on your side of the world. Hope you had a good day. Oops, I'm missing water down here. I almost got all this fixed. Apparently we're back into winter, which is amazing. Yes, so we removed the water wheel down here. We don't need it anymore because we have our windmill power. Up, I can't, there. Got about 16,000 stress units in the house, and that's plenty to run some of the day-to-day automation we need. So I clean this up. We might do something else with this corner eventually. It also has had the advantage of making it a lot quieter in the base. So let's go take a look at the things that changed. So you'll notice without the windmill, our little wall of automation stuff is gone. I just moved it over here. Super easy. And there's an on and off switch if the rest of it were working. But we still have the ability to stamp things and mix things. And that actually should be a grabber. Winnie was tired when she was finishing this. It needs to be a deployer, not a stamper. One of these needs to be a deployer. We'll fix that later. So we have a way to just, if I need to throw down a stack of ingots to be stamped, we have a way to do that. If I need to just mix up some brass real quick, we have a way to do that. Our little friendly blaze burner buddy back here. How's it going, dude? Me too. It's Monday. I also am going to move the cooking items upstairs. I'll show you where. But for now, let's take a look at our brand new, completely revised automation workshop inside the base. Look at this. Done all kinds of things. I streamlined it. I've tucked them against the walls and made them compact so they're easy to do. And this is the kind of stuff that I could do on stream, but it would just be me thinking for hours and hours and making mistakes. This is much nicer for me to do this off camera and then bring you back to see the results. So this is our precision mechanism automation, right? Where we take the small cog, the big cog, and an iron nugget. And it uses the item vault to move things around in a circle until it's done. And then that goes into our finished chest there, the barrel. And I've kind of hidden it behind an assembly. You'll notice there are andesite casings on the floor throughout everything. That's where I've run power. So all of this is the power line. And it just encircles the outside of the room so that I can tap into it from anywhere. So it went down there, and around this corner, and through there. And then it stops right here, although we can keep extending it because we're not using all of the power yet. I have a master switch here, It's just a clutch. So we can turn on the power that powers the whole room, including downstairs. Where possible, I put clutches on things to stop them individually. So we don't have to have the crushing wheels going every time we have something else going. I also made our processing area, the smoking, washing, and haunting, automated. So we can throw a stack of chicken in the smoking and it'll drop it right in front of our encased fan with a campfire and smoke it. Same thing for the haunting. If we want to make prismarine out of lappy, if we want to make soul sand out of sand, all that's now automated. And this is just 3 funnels on top of each, or 2 funnels on top of each other. And they connect, and then a barrel on top of that, and then a barrel underneath with filtered funnels. So they all say only allow items that cannot be haunted and only allow items that cannot be washed. So it waits for things to finish. And then our crushing wheel, very similar. We can just chuck a bunch of cobblestone in here. Maybe, except when he has her magnet on. 1 second. Hold, please. There we go. Chuck a bunch of cobblestone in there. Dun, dun, dun. It grinds it up and makes gravel. Isn't that magical? So anything we need to grind, ores and whatnot, we have a way to do that very quickly and easily. What else is up here? This is our log stripping and casing creation. So we have andesite and brass casings that I've made a bunch of. And you just put the metal up top. And we have a metric ton of stripped logs already. I have the funnel on a redstone switch. So if you, right now it's locked with redstone so that nothing can come out of there. So when I'm ready to make more casings, I flip the switch and that funnel will let the stripped logs come out the other side. All the good things. I've moved our cobble gen over here and we have 24,300 and something cobble, which is 43% of our diamond upgraded oak barrel. So I'm actually going to let that run for a hot minute. Let's turn off our crushing wheel. We don't need that. I didn't quite get, I guess I could put another clutch here to turn off these, so we don't need them. So we could still have the cobblestone running. The belts are a little bit laggy. It's why I have a master switch to turn stuff off. Okay, we'll let CobbleGen run another time. Seeing that lovely how quiet it is with that turned off? I also have our crafting wheel on its own switch. And these are using our rotational speed controllers to ramp it up. And so there's access to that setting underneath there. So we can turn our crafting on and off. Our big crafting if we need it. But I thought if we're not actively crafting, there's no reason for all this stuff to actually be running. Always want an on-off switch, right? We can now hop up our tower via a ladder, which is important because I think that's the only way to get up into this space. I don't know what's going to go up here. More automation and things. Who knows? But there's space in our attic for more stuff. I do know what's going here. This is at the top of our stairs, and I want to move all the cooking stuff up here. Like maybe put a little breakfast nook here. And then have all our various mechanisms for cooking things up here. And maybe up there. I don't know. Like we have ways to get around, but it's a little awkward. And then here's our tower. Same thing. All the trapdoors are covering pumpkin, jack-o'-lanterns, in case that was unclear. That's my lighting of choice because it's basically free. It's like a torch and a pumpkin. Super easy. And it does a great job lighting up the base. We also have a roof. I changed my mind. We had started with a spruce roof. I decided it was too pale against the rest of the build, especially the dark oak and the spruce logs. And it needed something heavier and more industrial to go with the copper edging. So we just used deep slate. Super easy since we had a metric ton of it from mining. We also need to go do more mining. We need to go mining with a machine. That's something that is a goal for this week, for sure. So those are the base changes. Oh, you're going to the optometrist? Oh, you went to the optometrist today? Yeah, eye appointments are important. I need to book one of those for me. The eyeballs need a little updating. The reading glasses need a little bit of updates. So that is our new updated automated workshop with all the things. And there's still room to put more stuff out here. Basically, that means there's room for Winnie to build strange contraptions in the middle of the room and then streamline them and move them other places off camera. That's the way that works. Okay, we also have our grow. I had to move our power a tiny bit for our garden cloches. And why isn't netherwort growing? I thought that was a thing. Is that not a thing? It is. That's soul sand, netherwort. Why you no go? Are you? Oh, no power. Oh, I broke the No, that should be there. Oh, I see. Yeah, our connection to our water wheel's broken. So it wasn't as slick as I thought. Let's see if we can fix that real quick. No. I tried to build around it. I had to move stuff so I wouldn't break the lines. I kept breaking the copper lines. You know, it's always the troubleshooting. Ugh. Got that. Can I get back over where I was? Can I reach? Maybe. Will it reach? It should go right there. Yes. Okay. Back in business. And we used, where does this go? There. And vertical slabs, which are my new favorite thing on the planet. That's good. Awesome. Love it when a plan comes together. Now I'm stuck. I can't get back in my house. Yow. Okay, let's go check and make sure that's been powered. It's the little things when you're doing modded Minecraft. Also, I seem to be missing trapdoor. Go. I moved our netherwort. The whole point was to move the netherwort farm out of the way. Where aren't y'all going? Do I have the right connectors? Oh, I may, because I moved. I don't have it set to being output or input or whatever. That's it. Need the hammer. Nope, I need engineer screwdriver maybe? I don't know which one I need. Doobie-doobie-doo. Wanting to tell it. Probably the hammer. This side, in is blue, orange is out. So in is blue, orange is out. Did that work? Oh, look, power. It's amazing. Okay, we'll take that out of there. Take the onions. I mean, I think we're full up on onions. I need to grow something else. like you do. Okay, that should be much happier now. Good job, Winnie. Made a little grotto here of green stuff. This was awkward. There was no way to like get to it to make it usable space. So it's decorative space, right? It works. It works. Okay, let's throw away onions, wheat. I don't have seeds. I can just go organic. Crafted. Okay. Also, that's for later. Let's all away. Okay. And then we want to go touch grass. Did we sleep? No, we stayed up, which is fine because I think we want to get some phantoms. Get some phantom membranes. Can Barbie? Yes, I did finish the swastika mill. Oh my gosh. Let's not even say that word on YouTube. They'll hate me for it. We're going to call it the running man. Like, can't you see a little man running, right? Oh, thank you. The interior design, it's my favorite part, is making this look immersive. Like, I want it to feel like a workshop that we built to house all of our little gadgets and gizmos, right? And it's not perfect yet. You know, I left this roof spruce. I do like our walls. I like our window designs. I think maybe I don't quite have enough contrast on the blocks I'm using around the windows. Like, I feel like they may need to be a lighter color or some other color. I don't know. I'll stare at it and think about it. But yeah, it's our base. And eventually I'm going to put, I've got to put a basement in. I was experimenting with the limited barrels. If I could use the limited 3s to hold things like the different, because there's no compacting barrel. You know how storage drawers had the barrel you could put metals in and it would give you all the versions, the block, the ingot, and the nugget. And I'm trying to find a way to do that with the sophisticated storage, unless I'm missing a block. If I've just missed it or missed the upgrade that lets you do that, I tried the 3x3, the advanced compacting upgrade. Yeah, this one. It makes both the 2x2 and the 3x3 recipes. The problem is it doesn't uncraft it in the storage system. So like I put all the iron in one with that upgrade. Like I put that upgrade in here and it made everything into blocks. So I didn't have I had like 2 ingots and, you know, a handful of nuggets. So it auto-crafted it up to blocks, which is nice for storage, but not great for crafting. So I took that out. And so now I figure we just put a bunch of blocks in there, put a bunch of ingots in there, and put a bunch of nuggets in there. And at the very least, now I have the ability to craft with those 3 different things. And I'm going to make a whole bunch of these and put them downstairs, make a basement to hide them. So that our auto crafting is a little bit more sophisticated. Speaking of auto crafting, I did a lot of puttering around the base, which means our iron farm should be very flush with iron. Ah yes, look at that deliciousness. I just want to craft up some of this into blocks. And then we are going to go touch grass today. Namely, we're going to go dig up 2,000 grass blocks. Okay, that ought to do us. I also need to make a drawer for the poppies. Holy smokes. We'll go put a couple stacks with our bee friends for now. Ah, see, I mean, look how great that is. I just need to finish the tower. And then add some cool, like, copper pipes and smokestacks and wheels that turn, cogs on the outside. Really pleased with how some of this is turning out. Okay, did I leave a barrel in there? No. Oh, whoa. Okay. Let's make a couple honey blocks. And y'all can stay there. Dun, dun. Need to harvest the tea. Let's do all the things. Honeycomb. Just because I love this block. It's a building block. I don't know where I'm going to use it, but I've been using jack-o'-lanterns all over the place. Honey blocks are not that much of a stretch. Okay, where are we going to dig? I think we're going to dig the hill that's behind the base. And do I have my sleeping bag on me? Yes. Because the day goes by faster than I think it will. And do I have my hoe? We need a hoe. Oh, also, I made a flywheel. Because I was looking at them in JEI. And they're just brass around a shaft. And they're so cool looking. They serve... This is what surprised me. They serve no functional purpose. They're literally just for decoration to make it look cool. If I'm wrong about that, y'all correct me. What's the computer console with a DOS prompt? Are you talking about my storage? No, this thing? That's the crafting terminal from Tom's Simple Storage mod. Is that what you're asking about, Ken? That's pretty cool, though. Yeah, the C colon. So, Tom's Simple Storage is like if you made a really dumbed down version of refined storage. So you can connect inventories with cables and connectors. And you can have a terminal to access it. But if you make a crafting terminal, then it integrates with JEI, right? So you can put, I want to make a stone pickaxe, and it'll bring it up. And you can make one. The only big issue is it has a hard time with multiples. It does not like it. I mean, you can craft multiple things from it. So if I make like the chest recipe that's logs, I can pull a bunch of chests out of here. But telling it I want to make multiple things with stuff I may have in my inventory, it's not happy about that at all. But it does. It's really cool looking. Yeah, the wheel is just pretty. But yeah, I'm pretty, like, it's great because this has, can we see behind it? Yes. The inventory connector, any storages that are touching or touching each other for the inventory connector, it's smart enough to know that all these barrels are touching each other. And so it lets you see everything in all those barrels without having to connect them in any other way. Like, I didn't have to run cables to them because they're all touching in a giant, like, multi-block. Right? It basically, this creates an informal multi-block structure. And so that's what I want to do is down below in the basement, and maybe I'll have to use the connectors, is add a bunch of additional barrels with all the component parts separated up. Like, I need brass and brass nuggets And I need andesite and andesite nuggets and zinc nuggets. And wouldn't it be nice to have blocks of emerald and, you know, access to all the things. Same with redstone. And I think we can do that with the limited barrels. I'm just going to kind of cheese it. But hey, let me know down in the comments, anybody else who's watching this either on stream or after the fact, if you have a way to handle things like how to split iron into its component parts when you're trying to craft with a simple storage mod. I mean, it's a genius little mod. Very cool. Yeah, the flywheel surprised me. Doesn't sophisticated storage have the controller block? Yes, it does. Oh yeah, so I could connect to that. You are correct. Good idea. If I can find it. Yeah, there it is. Storage controller. Nice. Yeah, so I could make an array of drawers down there and then connect Tom's mod to the drawer controller. Storage controller. That's a great idea. Storage link. All kind of thing. Sophisticated storage is a great little mod. Like, it's such a good, feels vanilla kind of, you know, advanced barrels. I love it. I love it. You can see what all's in there. Look at all that iron. It's so nice. So nice. So very nice. Okay, what are we going to do? We're going to go dig up some grass, and I'm going to go show you why. So we were out and about last week and found a beautiful building. This is to tell us whether or not we have all